So today the R-Labs team and the Elsies River team together with him visited different growers, different community members to find out their challenges for the food garden, to maintain the planting and also to maintain the food gardens, and to listen to what are the sacrifices they put in, the work they put in, the sweat they put in, the different challenges as well as the different issues around food and around food planting, all in the matter of food and food security. And this afternoon we at a garden called I-Africayam here in Strand with one of the members or the founder of the garden, which is Mawande, am I right?
Yes, Mawande.
Yes. How was the first planting out of this beautiful garden? How was it to plant your first seed in this beautiful garden of yours?
So the first day when we were planting, I remember well, it was on the 10th of July 2019, and when we planted the first plant, it was kind of manifestation of the dream. It's like a dream come true, because before the planting stage, there was already a lot of work that we had put, including putting all together the poles for fencing, preparing the soil. So when we planted the first plant, then we all believed that, you know what, dreams can come true, not knowing that that's actually the beginning of the actual work, you know, which we're still doing today.
When it comes to planting, when it comes to gardening, I do realize there's a lot of challenges that you need to face when it comes to garden. So how was the community involved in this project? So how was the response of the community when you first planted here, when you started with this initiative by this food garden?
Okay, so there were two stages in the beginning of the project. The first stage, which was unlucky one, it was just before the election. So you know, when these elections, people want to invade land, want to do all sorts of things. So we delayed a bit, and we explained to people that we are going to be using this land for agricultural purposes. But because of the hype at the time, they did listen, but they carried on to invade. So we did move out people, and they listened, luckily. So when we started planting, and they saw seedlings coming in from the Department of Agriculture, that is the only time when they also felt, you know what, we want to be part of this. So we had 3 plotting beds at that corner. It was beetroot, spinach, and turnip. So when we first planted and we took pictures, we posted on Facebook, the response was very, very good from the community. I mean, because there's never been this kind of a project around here. Especially it's being done by young people. So we got a support from GVI South Africa. It's an NGO from America, which at that time was working with the community members to do computer literacy skills, and other skills, you know. And then also Lwandle Labour Migrant Museum also came on board to come and assist us with the soil preparation. So yeah, and the general public as well, even young kids came to remove stones. You can see there's a lot of stones. So these stones were removed by just kids, you know, who were coming in to assist. They came in numbers, and they did quite a very good job, which made it easy for me to even expand and continue with the work, especially the initial stage, you know.
So like I've just listened to what you've just mentioned is that you're involving kids as well, and this project is very, very educational, or you made it very educational for kids to learn them how to grow food, to learn them how to work with soil. But just to need clarity on what you just spoke is that I want to know or tell the people, once the food get harvested, where does all this food go to?
Okay, so because this is where the garden is, it's in the township. And we're growing organically, so it takes time for it to grow. Marketing and market access is one of the biggest challenges that I think all community gardens go through. So what we do with our vegetables, because we saw that, okay, we have a lot of spinach, we have a lot of onions, and we're planting a lot of variety of spinach, of vegetables. So we open the kitchen to cook and sell some of the food. And some of the food we sell to our local informal markets, like the street vendors, the guys who are selling vegetables on the streets. And we also do some charity work with the clinic. We do soup kitchens. And then some guys who do creative arts, who uses our venue to do creative arts. They would come and do pruning of the spinach, for instance, and then they would take that spinach that is edible and is still fresh to take it to the orphanage school of their choice. So that is what we do basically with the vegetables that we have.